どうしたヤマト。
僕は
登録する。
いや、それは海賊王が言った言葉だ。
Car Kaizoku.
This video is brought to you by Nengarden. To celebrate their 1-year anniversary, they're thanking fans with a huge sale. Nearly everything is $30 or less. Plus, you can use code KAIZOKU at checkout for an extra 5% off your order. This video is brought to you by Adakai TCG. Shop the latest in premium holographic textured custom One Piece cards. Designed for collectors, crafted to stand out. Use code KAIZOKU for 15% off your next order. This video is sponsored by gumgum.gg. See Western OP11 list and Eastern OP12 list on gumgum.gg. Updated daily. Be the first to see decks for new leaders as they emerge. With over 1,000 deck lists per set, gumgum.gg has all the top strategies as soon as they drop. This video is sponsored by Card Market, Europe's largest online marketplace for trading card games. Alright, the OP13 promotional video has dropped, so we're just going to go over some of the things we saw in video, and we're going to look at over some of the translations of some of the cards too, and give our initial thoughts on it. It's going to be really fresh. I believe this is just went up an hour ago. I was eating dinner and now I'm recording. That's how fresh this is. So OP13. Let's look for anything new and exciting here. Okay, they're still setting up, so I will skip ahead to the first new thing. So red, green, Luffy leader. We've already seen what 5 of the leaders do. We're hoping for an Imu reveal, which I think should be in this video. Here's the red, blue ace. I guess they're showing off the alt arts, but we've seen these already, right? There's Sabo. Actually might be my favorite of the 6 so far. And then some of the alt arts for the Luffy deck. Oh, that Luffy secret rare is new. Okay, we're gonna read what that does later. I believe Uta is new too. And then for Ace, that Yamato card is new. For Sabo, that Garp is a searcher, and then that's a 2k like kind of a building snake effect for Sabo. And the secret rare Sabo himself is really good card. And here's Bonnie. Bonnie cards. Okay, so there is a Stussy card. We know what the S snake does. And then the Lilith, I think we know what that does. And then 9-cost Bonnie, alt art for that. Here's Roger, alt art for Roger. Any new cards? I think most of his cards are already revealed. Oh, that 10-cost Roger is really sick. What the heck? Yeah, alt arts for the Shanks and then the Rayleigh too. Whoa, I really like this Roger 10-cost alt art. Not gonna be the manga, I don't think. Okay, so another manga event. Looks like Roger doing Divine Departure. So we're probably gonna read what that does in a bit. We just wanted to see what it looks like in high quality. Okay, these look like SP cards. Yeah, special cards from whatever katakana I can read on the bottom. So Ben Beckman, Smoker, and then Ace, and then Luffy, Sabo, and Lilith. Okay, these are really interesting. Right? I think this is an SP card style that they haven't done before, with like a colored background silhouette outline. And then wanted cards are back too. Oh, these are called SP cards, and what are the other ones called? But yeah, it looks like 4 wanted cards. Oh, Shanks. There's 3 special versions of this. I'm guessing this is like the Luffy's from OP11, right? There was like the regular alt art, and then there's the silver one and the golden one. I believe this is that, but for Shanks. Okay, so there's 3 secret rares in this set. Sabo that we've already seen. There's this Luffy, and then Ace might be new. I just don't remember if there was an Ace before. So we'll try to see what he does at the end. I can't read Japanese quickly enough to translate on the fly. Oh, okay, all 3 secret rares are going to be the manga rares for this set. So 3 manga rares. That's a lot of different things for this set. They look pretty nice. What's this? Red special parallel. Ooh, what? Wait, so there's manga rares and there's gonna be red manga rares? Red special manga rares? Interesting. It's just the same as the manga rare but the red background. Oh, there's like fire effects on the corners too. Okay, so they released a rarity higher than manga rare. That is not like a god rare, right? Not like the Oda sign Luffy's and stuff. Looks like Imu is up next. See what Imu looks like at least. We're gonna see a face reveal for Imu. Yeah, it's Imu. This is the throne, the empty throne. Skip ahead. Okay, Imu's eye. Oh, they just showed the card. Is it just gonna be his eye? Or her eye? Their eye? Okay, I can't read that, so we're gonna depend on fan translation. Or I could probably read it. Doo-doo. No, I'm not gonna. I can't read that quickly. We'll just skip ahead. What was this? Oh, okay, so there's a 10 drop, 12k, all 5 elders. Okay, if your leader's we'll just wait for a translation. Okay, so all the elders are gonna be in one card. That's a 10 drop, and then they're all gonna be separated into 5 different cards too. They all have 5,000 power. Yeah, I thought I saw something about 5k power on the 10 cost 5 elders card, but I guess, yeah, there must be a reason why they're all 5k. And then some more Celestial Dragon type cards. Okay, so it's going to be Imu focused color, black. They're showing like their yokai form. 5 elders are going to have parallel cards? Is that what I read? Ooh, what? Whoa, these are sick. Okay, so each of the 5 elders is going to have an alt art in their like yokai form. Whoa. Yo, these are really cool actually. I've only ever seen them in the manga and they're not colored. Okay, So that is the PV. Let's take a look at what the cards actually do. Courtesy of the One Piece Discord. Yeah, someone compiled all the different stuff they're gonna have to do, and more pieces. Like, holy shit, how many proxies am I gonna have to make? Yeah, a lot of the proxies I use that are high quality, they're made by this guy here, or this person here. So shout outs to you. So let's jump to the card reveals channel and read some of these fan translations. So shout outs to everyone that I'm reading the translations from. All right, so Imu. For life, 5,000 power leader. Okay, for life, interesting. Monocolor for life. For the rules of the game, you may not play a cost 2 or greater event in your deck. Also, at the beginning of the game, play up to 1 Holy Land Mary Joa type stage from your deck. Mary Joa type stage from your deck. Activate me once per turn. You may trash one of your Celestial Dragon type characters from play or 1 card from your hand and draw a card. Okay, so you always have a cycle. That's very Sakazuki. And then you get to play a stage card for free. So the only Mary Joa stage card is this one here, right? So it's a 1-drop event. On your turn, the cost of playing Celestial Dragon type character cards with the cost of 2 or more from your hand is reduced by 1. It's not even once per turn, it's every single Celestial Dragon. So you get this for free when you play this Imu leader, right? You just get it from your deck. So you only have to run it as a 1-of because you're gonna find it. You probably don't have to worry about the stage getting destroyed because there's only like 1 card that does that. I think it's like a red card, I think. So that's pretty good, right? So it gives you a 1 Dawn discount for every single Celestial Dragon in your deck. I do think all 5 elders were Celestial Dragon type, so they all get reduced by 1 cost. That makes them really strong. But yeah, that's about it for the leader ability. I think in and of itself, that's already great. There's probably a bunch of strong leader locked cards too. So we'll scroll down and see what's next. Okay, Divine Departure. So it's a 0 cost event. It's a Roger Pirates type card. So on main, you can rest 5 of your Dawn cards. If you have any given Dawn, give it to one of your opponent's characters, minus 8,000 power for the turn. So it's 6 Dawn because you need 1 attached to your leader to give minus 8k. 6 Dawn from 8k. I guess it's conditionally good. And then on counter, if you charge a card from your hand, you can counter for 3k. Okay, so they're not mimicking the guard points. They're mimicking like the Bad Manners Kit Course type of counter here, which is cool, right? This is directly power creeping all of those events though, because this can work on leaders or characters here. Meanwhile, the guard point stuff like Dead Man's Game and then Gear Second, that can only work on your leader. So this is strictly better than the 0 cost events because you get like a main along with it, and it's not type locked or anything too. So any purple deck can run this. Yeah, that's great, right? You'd run this over was it Jet Gatling, right? This is the option you have now. I guess this one has a trigger, but I think just the versatility of being able to like debuff. Yeah, why is this a purple effect? Purple just copies other colors effects, right? I guess technically there's already like Gamma Knife and stuff, right? So Gamma already copied what's the name of that card? Round Table, right? This was initially a red thing. I guess purple gets to share it. That's cool. I like this. Okay. Oh, the secret rare Luffy. What does he do? 6 cost 7k power. He's a Fishman Island type card. Is that relevant to anything? Is this a Shirahoshi and Jinbei buff? Okay, so double attack on play. If your leader is multicolored, set up to 4 of your Dawn cards as active. Then you may not play characters with an original cost of 5 or greater for the rest of this turn. So it's a 2 Dawn 7k. I don't know. I really don't like that they're going this route. I know it gives green its own identity, but I feel like obviously for the red green Luffy leader, this is what it's for. Just because if you have Dawn attached to your leader, that 3 other Dawn you can use to counter for 2k, right? So that's 6k counter. So yeah, for this leader, I like that it does that, but it also activates like Zoro, right? It gives you 3 Dawn to put on your Zoro, and it kind of gets around like, so right now, like to play 2 characters, you play cards like Luffy Taro, then you play a 5-drop, right? But with cards like this, the second 5-drop you play, you can play anything, right? This one's restricted to purple 5 cost Straw Hat. With this 4 Dawn, you can play anything that fits any situation. Yeah, it's more flexible, and I guess that's good, but then it kind of makes me feel like, why did they print Koala, right? Koala the leader, if your opponent plays a character off of a character's effect, they have to take a life. She was literally just released a set ago, but now they're releasing a bunch of these green cards that can play a second character, like hard cast it from your hand, not as an effect of another character's effect. So this is a way to get around Koala completely. Koala has no relevance anymore because of cards like Mihawk and this Luffy being able to play out that second character. I guess green would be like the counter to Koala because green can get around it. At the moment, no other color besides green can do that, at the very least. So I hope they keep this in green. Don't give any other color this. Oh, but the thing is, if you're like a dual color green leader, then you have access to that second color, right? Yeah, I kind of wish they made this like the second character you play with the Dawn that you get refunded can only be green. I don't know, is that too restrictive? Is that too weird of a rule to enforce? Your judge would have to like keep track of which Dawn was untapped via which effect. Probably, just to simplify it, but yeah. I don't know, I just want Koala to be good, man. This just gets around the Koala factor. She'll never be relevant. at this rate. Okay, up next is Yamato. 5 cost 6k power, 1k counter. On play, if your life is 3 or less, you draw 2 cards and give the one rested down card to your leader. Okay, so this is most obviously good for Ace. Right, this Ace here, you're already a 3 life leader, and it gives you the Dawn for your leader ability to draw a card when one of your characters die. And then Yamato drawing 2 cards already on play for 5. You're getting a body, you're drawing 2. That's really good. Yeah, so you draw 2 cards, you have a 7k attack from your leader. That in and of itself is already great. I think this card would be good with Nami too, right? Isn't it really good with this Nami? It gives you the Dawn for leader ability. You have to take a life, that's fine. You're like really close, you're at 4 life anyway. And it gives you more cards to use with your leader ability. Yeah, I think this is a really good Nami card. Indirect Nami buff. Anything that Ace gets will buff Nami too, it seems like. Okay, here's what that 5 Elders 10 cost does. So 10 cost 12k power. It's slash and special. Yeah, it's a Celestial Dragon type. So with that Mary Joa stage, it's a 9 cost. Activate main. If your leader is Imu, you may rest one of your down cards and then trash 1 card from your hand. Trash all of your characters. Then play from your trash up to 5 Elder Stars type characters with the power of 5,000 that all have different names. So yeah, as I mentioned, from the brief Japanese I could read, it had to do with the 5k power. So it looks like it can play each one of those 5 elders that we saw revealed if they're in your trash. So there must be a way to mill them really easily. But if you're playing this for 10, for 9 even, you only have spots for 4 more, right? So I wonder which 4 are good. Well, I guess we'll see once we get to it, but not yet. Uta is the next character here. 4 cost 5k, just film, 1k counter, so it's a film buff. On play, set up to 2 of your down cards is active, then you may not play characters with the original cost of 5 or greater for the rest of this turn. Okay, so it's same as that Luffy, gives you 2 down back, 2 down 5k, not bad. Makes the Uta deck a little more consistent too. You always have Dawn up for your leader ability with this Uta, right? Because for the Uta leader, you need Dawn when attacking to draw a card. This gives you 1, and then you have another 1 on top of that. Then on KO, you can play a 5 drop or less from your hand is rested. Ooh, this is not restricted to anything at all. So you can play any 5 drop. What are the best 5 drops? Probably something they just revealed. Was that Luffy a 5 drop? Let's take a look real quick. What we have in green. Yeah, Chopper Man. You can go for an animal style of play. Ooh, Cavendish is 5 drop. That's really relevant. And then the on play will give you 2 Dawn actually, because it still activates even if it's not on your turn. Oh, this would be interesting. Bonnie or Carrot even. And then of course Smoker is good. Actually, if you Uta into this Tashigi, you can technically rest a character before it can attack, right? If they have another attacker, and give 3 Dawn to your leader, if that matters. But doesn't that seem kind of broken? I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But this Uta's not slash. Okay, Stussy. What does Stussy do? A blocker, 7 cost 7k power. On play, if your leader is an egghead type, play up to 1 character with the cost of 5 or less with the trigger from your hand. Oh, this is good for Bonnie, but I also think it's good for Vegapunk, right? Let's see. So Bonnie leader. When you play that second character with the trigger, you put it on your leader. So you have a 7k blocker, another 5 drop character, and then your leader's a 7k swing. You'll probably play either Nami or that Boa, that new Boa card. I don't have it in my deck builder. I only have the leaders. What else? Shaka would be good. So yeah, Vegapunk can also run this. You can Stussy into Shaka or into any of the scientist type cards. Yeah, it's pretty good. You can't play the blocker. Oh, you can. He has a trigger. Oh, you can get like so many characters out. Right, you can Stussy into Vegapunk into Ashaka, actually. Whoa, 3 blockers for 7. Vegapunk meta? Okay, oh, there's a new stage card. Oh, it's a Mary Joa type. Oh, maybe you play this instead of the the 1 cost stage. 7 cost stage, what the heck? So on your turn, if your trash is 19 cards or greater, give your leader plus 1k power. Okay. To activate main, you can rest this card and 3 of your Dawn cards. Play from your hand a black 5 Elders type character that has a cost equal to or less than the total number of Dawn cards on your field. So it makes every 5 Elder into a 3 drop. I guess I have to see what the 5 Elders do. Is this better than the 1 cost stage? It is, right? Because this is just a 1 Dawn discount. This is potentially a very big discount. This can play the 10 drop too, right? Once you're at 10 Dawn, that is. But you need 19 cards in your trash. Okay, that's a pretty big cost. Okay, first 5 Elder here. 6 cost 5k for Saint Mars. If your trash is 7 cards or more, this character cannot leave play by your opponent's effect and gains a blocker. Whoa, that's a really sticky blocker. So with the Mary Joa 1 cost stage, this becomes a 5 cost, and then with the other one becomes a 3 drop. On play, you can trash 1 card from your hand, KO up to one of your opponent's characters with the original cost of 5 or less. Okay, so blocker and KO. Pretty good. Okay, we have Saturn here. So 4 cost 5k power. If you have 7 or more cards in your trash, this character... Okay, so they all have that effect. They can't remove if you have 7 or more. Isn't that kind of too much to have on 5 cards? On play, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, reveal to 1 card with the 5 Elders, add to your hand. Okay, so it's Searcher. Okay, we have Nostro. Oh, this is the old guy with the sword, right? Okay, 6 cost 5k. If your trash is 7 cards or more, yeah. Oh, it also has Rush if you have 7 or more cards in your trash. Okay, on attack, if your trash is 10 or more cards, give it to one of your opponent's characters minus 2k power for the turn. Okay. And then Warkery. If your trash is 7 cards or more, this character cannot leave play. Yeah. And gains blocker. Okay, and then on KO, draw a card. And then we have Jupiter. During your turn, if your trash is 10 or more cards, give all your 5 elders a base power of 7k. Okay, so this one's for sure the one that you get brought out by the 10 drop. What else? Blocker. If you need it, probably if you're trying to go for like an aggressive play, probably the rush guy. And then, yeah, Searcher would be nice too. I guess if you don't need the Searcher, then the blocker would fit. And then this can KO something. You can do so much off the 10 drop. Dang. The fact that they're immune from all removal. KO, bounce, bottom deck. Like we thought Crocodile and Mihawk was a problem. This only protected cross-skill type characters. This isn't even a once per turn effect. This is like always. They cannot be removed. So that pretty much kills this guy. This guy's dead from the meta. Buried 10 feet underground, never to be seen again. This also kind of affects like Marco, right? That's kind of the focus of his deck. Who else does it kill? There's like variations of Shanks that are kind of unplayable now into Imu. So they're really shying away from removal back to like just poop out value on board. This has been a pretty power creepy set from the cards we've seen so far. But we didn't check what the currently existing Celestial Dragons do for Imu, so let's take a look at that too real quick. So Charlos, on your turn, if you only run Celestial Dragons, all your opponent's characters get -4 cost. This combos with the guy that pops a 5 drop. It makes you pop a 9 drop. No, it's base cost, right? Yeah, original cost of 5. So maybe none of these are relevant at all. Okay, Mioscard. What does Mioscard do? Okay, brings a 1 drop back to your hand. I don't think that's relevant. Saint Rosward. Give all of your opponent's characters -6 cost. Okay, that's not relevant either. And then I bid 500 million cannot even be run in your deck because it's a 3 drop. And then Saint Homing. I don't think this is run either. So none of the past cards minus the stage are going to be run. I don't even think the stage is going to be run just because the Empty Throne seems a lot better. So yeah, all of these cards were printed for no reason, it looks like, unless I'm missing something. Thanks a lot, Bandai. Okay, there was an ace that was in between these, so look at what he does. Okay, so this is the other secret rare of the set. 6 cost 7k power. If you have 3 or less life cards, this card gains Rush. Then on play, give it to one rested onto your leader. Afterwards, return up to one of your opponent's characters with the cost of 5 or less to their hand. If you do, your opponent plays a character with the cost of 4 or less from their hand. Oh, it's really interesting removal here. But it's great in that it's just a 6 cost 7k rush, and you give it down to your leader, which is another 7k swing. For the OP13 ace, that is, right? Because he's already at 3 life. Okay, so bounce a 5 drop, that's pretty relevant in the meta. There's a lot of good 5 drops. They play out a 4 drop. So this introduces like a thing that you probably didn't have to worry about much before, in that like on plays on your opponent's turn or stuff you have to worry about now a lot more. Right, before that it was like only on KO or like triggers that let you play on plays on your opponent's turn, but now you have this ace that can just force it. Is there any good 4 cost on plays that you'd want to worry about where this is not a good play? Yeah, there's stuff that can rest, there's stuff that can KO. Karasu can give -power. Rebecca, well, if you play this against a black deck and then they bounce their 5 drop and play out of Rebecca, that seems still pretty good. Or if they're like a Dawn minusing purple deck, you can draw them a bunch of cards with Reiju by accident. This just might make it so you always run about a 4 drop blocker in your hand, just in case, for that effect. Ooh, Doll would be really good, right? They bounce your 5 drop Kobe, you play out this Doll, they get -6k to one of their attacks. Okay, a little balance, right? Doesn't seem too amazing. I don't know, maybe I'm just undervaluing the fact that he has Rush and gives it on to your leader. Yeah, I think already in and of itself, that is a good effect. The rest of it is just cherry on top, like not the most impactful part of the effect. I don't know, maybe it is. Okay, what other cards are there? Okay, so it's just showing all the special type cards, and there's a 1 drop top 3 searchers that just trashes the remaining. What's this? Ooh, what the heck? So yeah, this is never existed. It's a 1 cost event. On main, you may rest one of your down cards. If your leader is Imu, key up to one of your opponent's cost 7 stage cards. So this helps you in the Imu mirror? Is this foreshadowing something in the manga? I know the manga event, but the fact that it kills your opponent's 7 cost stage. Is there like a good Imu and a bad Imu? Huh. Now on counter, if your leader is Imu, give your leader or one of your characters plus 4k power for this battle. Okay, so the only condition is that you're Imu. You don't need to have a discard threshold. You don't need to have a type of character on board threshold. You always get 4k counter if you're an Imu deck. I don't know, Imu looks really strong so far, but so do all the other OP13 leaders. This is definitely a power creep set. It's kind of insane, actually. I do think a lot of old leaders are going to get invalidated from this point onward, right? It's going to be like Blue Purple Luffy, Zoro, and then OP13 leaders, and maybe Rayleigh. But yeah, it's weird that this event specifically targets an opponent's Imu, not even your opponent's black leader, it's specifically their Imu. Because it only KOs 7, right? Let me read the Japanese, if it's not 7 or less. Yeah, cost 7 no stage 1枚でを KO する. It's weird to think that you're KOing a stage, because the stage can get knocked out. But here's, oh, that was the alt art? This is the base art. The base art looks better. The alt art is just a freaking eye. Literally, this is the alt art. If I can, I don't know, but I could draw this. Should I make Imu customs? But yeah, that's all the cards revealed in the PV that we saw. Does this change how I feel about the OP13 leaders? I still think Sabo is going to be my favorite. That's the one I've been playing the most. And then maybe Imu. Ibu might be second, and then Bonnie, and then Roger, and then like Ace and Luffy are kind of tied to me. I'm not too interested in these. I don't know why. Just nothing about them draws me to them. I don't know. Could change. But definitely, yeah, Sabo has been my favorite deck so far. That 6-cost Sabo is crazy for this deck. But Imu's looking pretty sweet too. It just feels like Black gets like the interesting leaders. So they have Blackbeard, now they have Imu. Both gut Lucci. They've all been anti-Lucci decks as of lately. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought of these cards. Anything that I may have missed, anything that you would like to see, or maybe like some thoughts of yours that you'd like to make. Maybe you hate all the power creep too, right? I feel like every card game that's inevitable, it's gonna happen, so you just kind of have to roll with the punches. All your old cards are gonna get invalidated, or they're gonna get rotated out, and you're just gonna be playing new stuff. That's how they're gonna make money too, all right? So from a business perspective, you kind of have to understand, for the game to keep going on, this is what they have to do. Now, if they do it too quickly, yeah, that's when like the fans get pissed off, because you can't keep up, right? So that's the kind of balance they have to manage, right? They want new interesting cards, they want power kept cards, but they don't want it to detract from the player experience. But yeah, that's not my job, that's their job to figure out. So far, it doesn't seem like it's been too big of a leap. Definitely all the OP13 leaders are going to see play. But yeah, we're just going to have to see how the meta shakes up. And then maybe the rest of OP13 is going to print out support for like a bunch of old leaders too. So maybe some old leaders could come back into relevancy. Like we saw some of these cards do help Nami as well, and then Vegapunk too. So yeah, I guess that is just a video for another day. Once they reveal more of the set, I'll be sure to make a video on it. Try to get them in my deck builder ASAP. I think for like the past couple of sets, once it was released on the Asia English version, I have them in my deck builder. So be on the lookout for that once they're released. I make a Twitter post about it every time, so follow my Twitter too if you want to know. I should probably post on YouTube too. Yeah, I'll do it on YouTube too as well this time. And I guess that's it for this video. If you guys liked it, let me know. Any feedback would be appreciated. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed, and I guess I'll see you next time. Bye.
Card D Kaizoku.